Hello everybody, Curious Corduroy here, trying something a little bit different. I'm in front of my bookshelf which houses all of my games and my movies. See Jason Voorhees over here in the corner. That's from the Friday the 13th collection. You get a hockey mask. Unfortunately, you can't wear the thing, but that's alright. It looks pretty cool anyway. So I even have a little bit of a backlight. I'm not sure how it's going to look. This is all new. Just experimenting here. But the reason why I'm doing this video is actually for a Blu-ray collection. I'm going to do kind of like a little mini review of this Blu-ray set here. And it's for A Nightmare on Elm Street, the Blu-ray Collection. So with the Blu-ray Collection, you get every single Nightmare on Elm Street ever released except for Freddy vs. Jason. They left that out. Also for the Friday the 13th collection, they left Freddy vs. Jason out. It makes sense. It's not really a sequel for any of those films. It's its own kind of spin-off movie. So I'm just going to do like a little micro review, mini review, I guess you can call it, of the Blu-ray set. Just let you know how the collection looks, some of the discs, and some of the special features on there, and how the video looks, and how it all sounds, and all that good crap. Comes in your standard case, so you just open it up. Each disc will have its own little holder, which is really nice. A Nightmare on Elm Street gets its own special disc by itself, because this is the only film really on here that is packed with special features. Essentially, A Nightmare on Elm Street on this Blu-ray collection is just a repackaging of the original version on Blu-ray, which I have right here. So it's basically just a repackaging of this with all of its special features, all of the audio quality, same presentation pretty much. And this itself was pretty much just a re-release of this, A Nightmare on Elm Street on DVD. So this was the Infinifilm, actually, special featured DVD, which had hours and hours of special features on here. So it was packed to the brim, 2 discs. This is this is that. Pretty much, just to let you guys know. So if you already have A Nightmare on Elm Street on Blu-ray, I believe eventually they're going to release all the films individually on Blu-ray themselves, but they're still going to be packed together. So number 2 and 3 will be released together, 4 and 5 will be released together, and so on and so forth. But anyway, each of them are going to be separated. So Nightmare 1, then Nightmares 2 and 3 are on the same disc, 4 and 5 are on their same disc, and then 6 and 7 are on their same disc. And then you even get a bonus disc which has some of their own special features on there. It's got about a half-hour long documentary that is narrated by Robert Englund, which is pretty cool. Just kind of goes in depth with Freddy and some of the films and, you know, basic stuff you'd want to see, like a behind-the-scenes featurette. From what I hear though, all the special features on these discs are basically just kind of repeats. And when I say repeats, a few years back they re-released the Nightmare on Elm Street films both on VHS and DVD, and they called it the Nightmare Encyclopedia. That had all of the films on DVD. I believe they were remastered for the DVD collection, and they kind of had special features scattered throughout the discs. So essentially what they did was take those special features and just pack them onto each movie. Now unfortunately, A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 1 is the only one that really has hours and hours worth of special features. 2 and 3, 4, 5, and 6 and 7, they all have featurettes, but the featurettes themselves vary in length. Some are 30 seconds long, some are 10 minutes long, some are 5 minutes long. So it can be a little disappointing. Some of them are actually a little bit boring. Not gonna lie, not to piss anybody off, because I'm a huge fan of these films as well, and some of the special features are really fun to watch, but they're your standard, how the movie got made, its critical, reception. So it's got all that standard stuff. It's got theatrical trailers, music videos, pretty standard. I will say it's a little disappointing though, since Nightmare 1 is the only one that really had a lot of effort put into it in terms of the special features. Now in terms of the video and audio, coming from somebody who's watched these films many times before on VHS or DVD or on cable, the movies look great. And if you're like me, like I just said with that last example, you will appreciate how the movies look. They were restored very well. The picture quality is great. Of course, that's going to depend on your Blu-ray player and your television as well. But as far as I can see, each movie looks really good. So if you've watched these films before, you will notice, a good step in video quality. As for the audio, it all sounds great as well. It's pretty standard, so of course that's going to depend on how your audio setup is as well. So as far as that goes, you might see some of the menu screens pop up on here, just so that way you guys can have a taste of how the menus look. But that's the Nightmare on Elm Street Blu-ray collection. I believe it was sold at Best Buy originally around Halloween, but you can find it online still. If they are still available, I will put a link in the description, most likely Amazon, so you guys can actually look at this yourself and maybe purchase it if you are interested. So I'm Curious Corduroy. That was a little bit of a fast mini review. If you guys want to know anything more about this collection, shoot me a comment and I will try to answer it for you. So I am Curious Corduroy, and I will see you guys later. My main objective was to just go down and find Havel, who is now chasing me up the stairs. The first time this ever happened, I can't tell you how terrified I was to fight him, and I got fucked the first time I ever fought Havel.